And welcome back to another episode of In Denial. It's your boy Nejay, and today, once again, we got our boy Kevin. Kevin, what are you saying today?
Hello.
That's all you're saying
today?
today?
That's all I'm saying today.
Fuck, man.
I'm going home now.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
All right, bye.
Well, I guess I'll have to do this episode by myself. So, you fucking tapping on my fucking door. Okay, so basically, what's it called? We got... It's been a minute.
Yeah.
You went to Mexico.
IRL.
IRL. Kevin went to Mexico.
I went to Mexico.
He went on a nice little trip without me, and I was heartbroken the entire time.
Yep.
And now that he's back, he came crawling back to me. We're recording another episode, and so a decent amount of shit has happened while you were gone. While you were gone having fucking fun.
I'm sorry.
I wish I could go.
What, did you have to deal with drama?
I didn't have to deal with drama. I had to deal with some drama, but it wasn't me drama. It's usually never me drama anymore. It's always other people telling me their drama. And so that's drama,
better, I feel like.
I feel like it is better, you know. My homies trust me enough to come to me with their like life stories and shit, right? So I'm just like, all right, that's dope. I like that. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, it's also just like, yo, what the fuck
are you doing?
Like, how are you finding yourself in these scenarios like all the fucking time? What is going on? And so I feel for them. I really do. So now I'm going to exploit their story for content.
For clout.
As all good friends do, I'm going to exploit their content for clout. And in today's story, basically it goes down. Homegirl was talking to this dude. And she was just like, yo, we have a great vibe. We're talking like every night basically over FaceTime. Yeah. We're like always like getting to know more about each other. I find him super attractive. Like he's a super cool dude. Only issue is like she does not feel anything sexual from him. This man is not sending her any sort of sexual like messages, any sort of like, if she tries to play off like what's it called, like one of those like haha and like throws in like a damn you look good but you look better without those clothes, you'd be like haha yeah, and that's it, right?
He doesn't
reciprocate any of that. And like to the extent where she's just like, yo, what is going on? Because when they started off, it was off like I think Tinder or Bumble or some shit. Mm-hmm. So the intention was there from the start.
Yeah, obviously.
It's not like she's like one of those girls in like the friend zone being like, why doesn't he notice me?
Yeah.
Like, no. The context was there from the start. Homeboy knew what he was getting himself into. And this is a long distance situation, right? Which is why they're not hanging out in person, where she can't.
How long distance?
We're talking long province on province.
Damn.
And I'm not even talking adjacent provinces.
Damn.
Yeah. We're not talking like fucking Ontario to Quebec in this bitch. We're talking like Ontario to Manitoba.
Okay, yeah. So it's like pretty like it's far west.
It's far west.
Yeah.
Is Manitoba beside Ontario? Otherwise, it's not that long.
No, I don't think
Maybe
so.
Saskatchewan? I don't fucking know. Anyway, point is, homegirl.
Maybe that's the issue, though.
What?
That, like, because there's a long distance, he doesn't want to, like, play into it because, like, there's not really much of an opportunity for anything.
I would argue there are ways to keep that shit spicy over long distance. There's a lot of ways you can keep that shit spicy over long distance.
But they're still not fucking.
They're not fucking. No. But you can still get around that. There's a lot of couples who be doing long distance relationships. Like, God forbid, it's not me, but fucking knock on wood. But yeah, I can't not. But at the same time, it's one of those ones where it's just like, hey, yo, what the fuck? Like, goddamn. Because I know, like, she's like one of those ones where it's just like, once she opens up to you, she's opening up to you, right? So if she's chill with you, she's gonna let you know what's going down. But at the same time, for her, she's just like, yo, I don't know how to bring this up. And I'm just like, I know what I told her. What would you have told her in this situation based on? Because she's just like, I want this man to start giving me more, like, affirmations, more, like, things that I want. Like, in terms of, like, I want him to actually make me feel loved. Otherwise, I'm wasting my time talking to him, basically, right? Because for her, she's just like, yo, why am I in this, like, trying to make something happen if he's not even trying to make something happen?
Okay,
and it's not like she's not putting in the effort.
Yeah.
I will give her credit for that. She is putting in bare effort.
Yeah. I would say, why the fuck are you telling me this? Why aren't you telling him this?
Go on.
Fucking, if you feel like that's the issue and he's not getting it, make him fucking get it. Because otherwise he's still not gonna fucking, he's still gonna be oblivious to the fact that, like, you want this out of this relationship.
Okay.
And now you're asking, like, how would I bring this up? How would she bring this up in this situation?
Yeah. So your thing was kind of the same as mine, where I'm like, okay, sure, great, you're opening up to me and telling me this, but tell him this.
Yeah, exactly.
Write this down. Tell him this. And so, what is it? How would you go about telling her what to do? Or, like, in terms of, like, how to communicate this to him? Because I feel like it always goes back to communication, but in what aspect are you going to tell him?
In what do you mean by which aspect?
Like how you going to tell her to tell him? Based off of what you know.
I don't know any other way than just be, like, straight up.
Just straight up?
Yeah, I don't know how to, like, just cushion that, because, like...
See, my thing was, I don't know this dude. Yeah. I don't know how he's going to react to certain criticism. There are some dudes who take constructive criticism well. Yeah. There's some dudes that take constructive criticism as, like, a fucking attack, right?
Yeah, that's true.
So, like, I was just like, alright, you know how to talk to this dude better than I do, because I don't fucking know who this is.
That's true.
But I did tell it, make a list, because the best thing you can do in this type of situation is to make a list, make that shit work, go from there. Because
the way she's been doing it is just dropping hints.
Yeah, and that shit's obviously
it's always not working.
Like, haven't you been in a situation where you're trying to drop hints and the girl's just not getting it?
Yeah.
Like, how did that go?
That's what I'm saying, like...
Yeah.
If, like, just dropping hints don't work, you gotta end up having to be straightforward. Otherwise, like, you're not getting anywhere.
I feel like... Yeah, no, because otherwise you're not gonna fucking...
Yeah, like, there's no other option here.
I think what I've learned over the years of me getting old as fuck is that if you're trying to if you're trying to make more things happen in your life, you gotta be direct. You gotta tell them. If you want something, you gotta tell them. Otherwise, you ain't gonna fucking get it.
Cause, like, what I hate for some people, like, especially, like, for me, I feel like I end up playing scenarios in my head. Yeah. And, like, I'm playing more scenarios in my head than actually taking action with those scenarios.
Makes sense.
Which is the biggest problem that I'm, like, trying to, like, overcome. Like, I'm just trying to, like, do shit. I need to start doing more shit than to just, like, think about it.
I feel
think less.
Yeah. Think less,
do more.
I think for me, it was always along the lines of, like, and I think that's why fucking... Back in my hoeing days.
Oh, yeah.
Back in those hoeing days.
I remember those days.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Fucking, what was it called? I think the thing that threw off a lot of people was how direct I was in terms of, like, if I'm feeling a mood and I feel like they're on the same wavelength as me, just straight up, just, ayo, you trying to get down or what? Yeah. And the amount of times, well, to be fair, the amount of times I got rejected, holy shit. Whoever tells you, like, yo, this dude fucks, they did not know how many times this dude got rejected. Holy shit. Like, thank goodness it helped me build, like, a thick skin, but at the same time, oh my god. Those first, like, the first 10.
Oh god.
Is there something wrong with me?
But no, after some time, you're just like, oh, whatever, on to the next one, whatever.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, right? And so I feel like in this situation, that's what I told her straight up. I was like, yo, girl, if this man reacts poorly to you being like, hey, I need these things from him, like, yo, I need you to start, like, talking more sexually because that's what I want to do, but I don't know how comfortable you are with that. Or, like, I want you to shower me with some more compliments here and there because I be doing it for you, but you don't send me that same energy back. So in my head, I'm thinking, like, alright, so you're putting in all this effort, and he's not giving it back. It's showing you one of two things. Either he don't want to or he don't know.
Yeah.
And after you have that conversation, you'll find out which side he's on.
You better hope he just doesn't know.
You better hope he's just dumb as fuck.
Yeah.
Because we do that sometimes.
Yeah. We're pretty dumb.
We're pretty dense sometimes. I'm gonna say dense. We're not dumb. We are intellectual individuals. We're just
very
dense as fuck. Yeah. Yeah. We don't know what the fuck we're doing.
We don't realize.
Yeah. Yeah. So sometimes just lay it on. And I know the argument. Have you ever heard the argument where it's like, yo, if I tell them to do it, then it doesn't feel as special anymore because they're only doing it because I told them to do it. My argument against that, and the reason why I still tell people to tell your partner or tell whoever you're dealing with what you want is because genuinely, they may not know. They may not even realize. So give them a little update. Like, let's say there was something that they were doing before, and they kind of like stopped doing it or did it a lot less. Oh, you could just give them a heads up, be like, hey, remember that thing you used to do when you like put my dick in your mouth and you went like, I like that shit, but you don't really do it as much anymore, but I really like that.
Bring it back.
You bring it back. Bring back the remix on that shit. And then fuck it. But as soon as they know that, they're like, oh, they really liked it when I went I should do that more.
Yeah.
Now they know to do that more.
Like,
before,
fuck,
it wasn't even... I didn't know. I just didn't know. It's not that I didn't like doing it, so I stopped. Yeah. I just didn't know.
Yeah.
And as soon as you do know now, well, now you fucking know. And now if they don't do it, then you can call them out for it.
Yeah,
then
that's
you can call
true.
them. Then you can be like, use a bitch. You stop being with my pee-pee.
How dare you?
How dare you? Girl, same shit. If your man starts, like, if he was doing something and you really liked that thing that he was doing, let's say he like flicked your nipples around like a game of like soju cup. You know that game you play with soju when you twist off the top and you flick it around in a circle, try to like knock that shit out. So let's say your man used to do that shit and you're like, damn, I really liked it.
Slaps.
that shit put me on my rocker. And fucking all of a sudden he stopped doing it, or he doesn't do it that much anymore. But you just tell your man, hey, you remember when you treated me like a soju bottle? Can you start doing that again? And now your man knows. Now he's just like, oh shit, I didn't think she liked that technique. Yeah. But now that I've had a verbal conversation with her, and I have heard from the source, the primary source, that she likes being treated like a bottle of Korean alcohol, I'ma keep doing that shit. And I feel like that's the important part.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the important part.
Yeah, no, if you tell them and they stick with it, then you'd like know that they realize like, oh shit, I didn't know.
Yeah.
If they obviously like stop that, it feels like they didn't really have that obligation, or like...
Yeah. They're just trying out new things.
Yeah.
Sometimes you want to try out new things, right? Sometimes you're just like, oh, I've been doing this all the time, and I haven't heard any really, like, positive feedback, so maybe I should switch it up and try something else, right?
Yeah.
And that goes for both people, bro, in the relationship. They're always trying to try out new shit. Especially in, like, a relationship where you guys have been going for a hot minute. You want to spice shit up? Put some masala in that pussy? Ooh. I mean, what? Huh? Ooh, what did I say? I take that back. Anyway, point is, fucking...
Masala, more like mashallah. Oh my god.
Oh no. The point is, though, it's one of those things where just tell your partner, yo, I liked it when you did this thing. I know you probably didn't think that much about it, because chances are, they probably fucking didn't think that much about it. Because, you know, sometimes we do shit, we just do it, right? And so as soon as you tell them, now it becomes a thing of priority. Now it becomes something they're like, oh, this person looks forward to when I do this thing. Therefore, I'm going to do it more. And it's not like, oh, she told me to do it, so I'm gonna do it. Unless they actually say that, in which case, yo, dump that person, because they's a bitch. They's a bitch. I'm just saying. If you tell... I think one of my homegirls had this happen to her, where she was just telling her man, like, yo, I like it when you... What was it? It was either go down on me... It was too wide. It was either... go down on me or give me compliments about my outfit. It was one or the other. What? I can't remember which one. I know, they're so different. But it was one or the other. And then later on, like fucking a couple months or some shit went by, or a couple weeks or whatever. And so this man was just like, oh, I only do that because you told me to. If you're going to say that, even if it's the truth, if your partner likes it, and you see that they're enjoying it,
you would keep it to yourself.
Unless you really hate doing it and you're super uncomfortable with it. If it's something you're kind of meh about, but it makes them super happy,
It feels nice. There's like some nice perspective of it when like you do something like your partner likes.
Yeah. Because chances are they're probably doing something for your crusty ass too.
Yeah.
that they're not gonna tell you like, oh, I'm not really into it, but like he's really happy when he fucking does it, or like she's really happy when I do that thing. Like she really likes it when I put her big toe in my mouth.
Oh,
so
the
like
joy
I'm not into it. I'm not into it. I am not not a toe sucker. Not a feet dude. But like. If that's what you're into and that's what makes you happy, who am I to deny that?
Yeah.
Who am I to deny
Why would I take that away from
you?
you?
Why would I take that away from you?
I love you.
Yeah.
I love you.
Give me that big toe, bitch. Give me that big toe. Let me suckle on that for a little bit. Treat it like a ring pop. Okay, that's enough. God. We're gonna go on. We'll be back. And we're back in this bitch. Alright, Kevin, run me that story. I know you got a good one for today.
I got a good one
Probably
right
something fucked up that'll make me question
absolutely.
Oh, love it. It can never be something like, me and my girlfriend had a fight. What should we do?
I mean, it's kind of like that.
Yeah, okay.
They had a fight.
Okay.
Yeah. His girlfriend and his best friend stopped sharing location the night I went out of town. They had a little of a kerfuffle, I assume. Let me tell the story. I've been dating this girl for 6 to 7 months, and I've been pretty precious with the relationship. I haven't brought her around some friends who like to party a lot because we don't party often. She's met one of my good friends on one or two occasions, and I get the vibe she thinks she's attractive. Anyways, one night I went out of town and my girlfriend video called to say goodnight from bed. A few hours later, I checked Find My Friends, and both of the locations said location not available. I asked her, and she didn't have an excuse about why it had been out. Despite that, I'm choosing to believe her. Now, I'm kind of dreading going out of town for work. My friend has showed some suspicious signs, didn't care to ask how my trips with her went or how it was meeting with her family. Is there a cause for concern here, or am I being paranoid? How do I prevent this from holding me back at work? He also checks Find My Friends like every once in a while, and hasn't noticed either of their locations being off before. Plus, a side note further down is... Oh my gosh. Is the next morning, their locations went back on about like an hour apart from each other.
Oh my god. Who's gonna tell him?
Who's gonna tell him, right?
Who's gonna tell him? Who's gonna tell him?
Oh my god.
Yo, I'm telling you right now, I don't know how else to say this, bro. Your friend's a snake.
Your friend's a snake.
Your girl's a snake. Your girl, whack. Your friends, whack. Your social circle, whack. But me, I'm fucking...
I'm tight as fuck.
My booty cheeks are clenched. Yeah, I don't know how else to say this, my brother. You know what? Let's give both of them the benefit of the doubt.
Okay, all right.
All right. Maybe they both turned off their location, went to bed, woke up, turned it back on.
But the thing is, so like he mentioned how like this has never happened before.
My question is, why is she and him in the same spot at the same time, or is he off from work and they're just together?
No, he was out. So he was out of town.
Okay.
Like the guy, the boyfriend.
Yeah.
And apparently, well, like both of the locations went off, so he doesn't know if they actually met up or not. But it's still sus that like the locations both went off.
Yeah, it's super sus. I don't know what to tell you.
Specifically that night.
That's super sus. I don't know what to tell you, bro. I really don't know what to tell you. I'm not saying your girl is slobbing on your friend's cob like it's corn on the slob, but there's a fat chance your friend is putting his dick in your girl.
Oh, yeah.
And at that point, the Y in your girl is silent.
Oof.
Because, I wanna say, to give her the benefit of the doubt, I want to give the friend the benefit of the doubt, but like, when so many coincidences start adding up, and the fact that she, correct me if I'm wrong, could not give a good reason why.
Yeah.
Why her location was off.
Yeah, exactly. That's also just like, what the fuck?
Yeah. What the fuck?
What the fuck?
Bro, all my red lights would be going off. My shit would be on alarm clock mode. I'm done. I cannot take that level of buffoonery. I'm not here to babysit. It's either be real with me or don't be with me at all.
Yeah.
And this is some not being real with me shit. If let's say for some reason she had give me a reason to why your location is off. Boom. Yeah. Done. Boom. That easy. That easy. Also, your friend's a cornball. I'm sorry, your friend's a cornball. The man is, what did it say?
And it's got to the point where he's like, oh yeah, he's attractive. Like, fuck, don't show him to your girl.
Well, I mean, either or, that shouldn't matter. Yeah. That should not matter. If your girl is really about you, that shit should not matter.
That's true,
yeah. Like, if she's really about you, that shit should not... vice versa. If your girl introduces her, she should not be afraid to introduce you to her friend group in fear. Like, oh, shit, he's gonna see this one baddie in my friend group. Everybody slaps her ass at the sleepover. He's gonna fucking go for that girl right away. If that's how you think about your man, you shouldn't be in a relationship with him. If you do not feel safe and secure when this dude is not around you, why are you with him? I am questioning it.
Yeah.
I am questioning it. If your girl, as a guy who's been through this shit before, if your girl is accusing you left, right, and center of cheating, where you have no reason, I could barely pull you. What makes you think I'm pulling bitches left, right, and center? Right. Women, I'm sorry, I take it back.
Where my hoes at, huh? Where my hoes at?
No, I'm gonna be real. What made you think at that point I'm pulling hoes left, right, and center? I did not have any game except for Pokemon on my 3DS. That was all I had. I had an elite team on that. I had a good roster in Pokemon. But in real life, zero pull. I had no bitches. I was flabbergasted when I get oh man.
Yo, you're heated right now.
I'm so heated. I'm sorry.
This triggered something in you.
I thought I went to enough therapy. Apparently not. Let me book another appointment. Holy shit. Being accused, it's one thing where if you are giving reasons, I guess, to why your girl should be suspicious of you, and to that I'd be like, ladies, dump a man that's giving you not 100% energy type shit. If he's just giving you excuses and oh yeah, I was doing that, yeah, I had to go out last night, that's why my location was off. Yeah. Come on, bro, you being read like a book.
Yeah.
You got bitch written all over your face. Ain't no way. But my thing is there's no reason why your location should have been off. That's something you have to consciously do and then turn back on again the next day.
Yeah, seriously.
The timing, and then for your friend, your quote-unquote friend.
Yeah, it's just too coincidental.
Bro, I'm telling you.
Especially when, no one else in his friend list had their, locations turned off randomly.
Yeah. So, what's going on, bro?
Yeah, what the fuck is that about?
What the fuck is up, Kyle? What the fuck is up?
What the fuck is up, Kyle?
That's the only thing. I'm just bro, dump the girl, dump the friend. Fuck both of them.
Fake. All of them.
Fake as shit, bro.
Fake as shit.
I don't even know what to tell you at this point. I'm just heated now. Because, I feel a lot of people are yo, I don't want to accuse that person of cheating, but reasonably, for a reasonable...
It's hard when, the only proof is just that location is, out for both of them.
I feel that's enough.
That's enough.
Maybe I'm the one that jumps to too many thoughts, but that alone is enough reason for me.
Yeah.
That alone is what the fuck is going? Whoa.
Yeah.
That's way too much of a coincidence. Way too much of a coincidence for me to take that shit lying down. I'd be okay. Yeah, no, I'm not stupid.
Yeah.
I've watched enough telenovelas. But it's not even that. It's just real life. On God, what good reason did you have to turn off your location? And if she's just there, okay, well, you obviously did something you weren't supposed to if you're not saying, because you know what happened.
Yeah.
I have no idea what happened. But if she could not give a good reason why, I guess that means there wasn't a good reason. Therefore, she did it because she was trying to hide her actions. It's as simple as that. You put two and two together. It's as simple as that. Now, are people going to be like, hey, man, you need to trust this girl? Obviously, she had a good reason for turning off her location. So why the fuck? Where was it? Where was it, my G? Where was it, my G? And to your friend, same shit. Mm-hmm. Oh, what was you doing, my dude? Plowing your girl. What? Huh?
Who?
What?
Who? Which girl? Girl?
Yeah. You're what? Huh? What? Yeah. No, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you can't give a good reason, then you did it because you knew you were doing something wrong and you're trying to cover your steps up. To which I have to say, what the fuck? What the fuck? That was the most obvious shit on earth. You guys, I feel like cheaters are just dumb. I feel like cheaters are just dumb.
I think we had this conversation before. That like, it's like who cheats more. Like girls or guys?
I think personally equal amounts on both sides. It's just girls are better at hiding it. Yes. Guys are dumb. Guys are dumb. I'm being straight. Guys are dumb. Like, I've seen some fucking devious shit in my life. Yeah. And girls hide it way better than guys can ever imagine to. I feel like guys, as soon as they get accused of it, they just spill on themselves. Yeah. I feel like most of the time when I'm
sorry, it will never happen
exactly,
again.
That shit. Exactly, that's what it is. I had one of my homegirls. She found out that her man was cheating, or she had suspicions. Yeah. She had suspicions that her man was cheating because he seemed to be getting a lot more messages than usual. He seemed to be hiding his phone away more than usual. Oh, shit. Like one time, she was just like he was getting a phone call, and she was right beside his phone. And he was in the kitchen or the washroom or some shit, and this man flies to the phone. Oh I was just like, nah. Holy shit. Yeah, this man was obviously like all the obvious signs this dude was doing it. And so later when homegirl confronted him about it, she was just like, hey, I need to talk to you about something. He's like, yeah, what's up? Have you been seeing someone else? This man crumbled like a fucking old-ass piece of brownie, bro. Fucking crumbled. He was like, oh, I'm so sorry. I wish it didn't happen like this. Like, I'm just like, you Christ. Bitch. What the fuck? I was very much just like, okay, yeah. I feel like guys are like just shitty cheaters, but girls are way better. Girls are way smarter at it. I'm sorry, fellas. I got to give the points.
Do you have an example?
Do I have an example? Oh, brother, do I have an example? Do I have an example? So basically, I was also a victim of this, which is why I'm pressed about it. So I met this girl. We'll call her bitch. And so this bitch said, we met up at a party. It was like one of those sporting events that they had at our uni, like the ball game. One? Yeah, Astros. It was a ball game. It was a ball game. It was a basketball game. I don't remember if it was like during Frosh or like afterwards or whatever. We met at a ball game. And so I'm watching the ball game with my friends, and they introduce her, and I'm just like, "Oh, what's poppin'? How's it going? Like, what are you up to?" And like all that sort of bullshit that you say the first time, and then you start saying out of pocket shit. And so all of my friends, as you guys usually do, introduce me as like, "Oh, this guy? Oh, this guy's a whore. He's a whore.
Absolute slut.
Absolute slut." And she was just like, I bet. And obviously she said, like, you know, we get each other's Instagrams, we start talking, all that sort of bullshit. And so she's telling me, like, it was like a couple weeks later, we hung out a couple times, got food, chilled, all that good shit. And then she was telling me, she was just like, hey, yo, like, my parents are going to be, like, gone this weekend, right? They're going up to, like, the cottage. And she was an only child. So it's just like, I got the house to myself. Hey. And I was like, well, shit, let me hop in that pussy. And so I guess I should have noticed signs in certain ways, but like in the moment you're not thinking about it, but when you look back at it in retrospect, you're like, oh, some of that stupid. I was so dumb. I was so dumb. And so one of the things that should tip me off, big ass hoodies. She had 3 big ass hoodies in her room. Looking back at it now, that was 100% her man's hoodies. But my stupid ass was, girls like comfy clothes. They probably get big ass hoodies for themselves all the time. Yes and no, you know? In the moment, I wasn't thinking about that. I wasn't like surveilling her room, being like, let me just take this all in.
You didn't think too much about it.
I was trying to spread it out, trying to take it all in. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I'm just pause. What did I just say? What did I
take it all in? You say
I wasn't. Hold on.
Take it all in.
I am still an anal virgin. My booty cheeks are for Jesus, for the Lord Himself, and saving myself for marriage.
Only God can fuck me over like that.
Only Jesus can fuck me in the ass. Hashtag not sponsored.
Sponsored by Jesus. Jesus would not sanctify this podcast at all, sir.
You don't know that.
I know that.
That's because you think Jesus is white. Jesus ain't white. Jesus is a real dude.
Jesus would not fuck with the shit we're talking about.
Okay, anyway, like
Jesus
I was saying.
Jesus sent us to hell.
Like I was saying.
Sponsored by Satan.
Demon hours. Okay. Actually, that'd be it. Anyway.
Demon hours.
Demon hours.
I think we need to change the name of the podcast.
I think. Yo, should we just scrap this whole podcast?
No, just go revert back. Just like every time you say like in denial, just like demon hours. Just overlap it.
We're gonna have to think
about
that.
We'll see if there's other ones.
Yeah. I'm sure there's other.
I'm sure.
But we can still do it.
We can still do it.
I think we. Yo, we might just cancel after this episode. I'm playing. Anyway, point is, Homegirl was a masterful fucking liar. Mm-hmm. I found out a week or two afterwards. I find out that she has a man. Oof. I find out because she's on a date and she posts it, right? And I'm thinking like, oh shit, you wanna like, what's it called? What's the food place called? Like, fucking, I'm trying to go there too. And she was just like, oh yeah, you know what? Did she not even realize, looking back at it, did she not even realize it was... Anyway, point
Did she message you?
No. She messaged me and she was just like, oh, it's like this restaurant downtown. I'm just seeing it with my man. I was like, oh, okay, what?
What? Pause?
Huh? And she's like, wait, you didn't know I had a... I was like, dude, what the fuck? And I'm fucking flabbergasted at this point because this girl was fucking nonchalantly too. So nonchalant in the way that, I have a boyfriend, which would usually be fine if we didn't already perform the act of coitus. So what the fuck, bitch?
It's like, I cheated on him with you. How did you not notice?
And like, there are other examples I have seen and heard of. Like, there was one girl who was engaged and she was catching dick she had her reliable side ting.
Oh, no.
And the worst part was, or I don't know if the worst describes it, but like, her man lived in like a different, like, I think she lived in Scarbs.
Yeah.
And her man lived in...
of course it's from Scarbs.
Rexdale? I think her man lived in Rexdale. And so it was like a bit of a mission to get there in 4, right?
Yeah.
But fucking her side ting, down the fucking street.
Oh,
down the fucking street, bro.
Oh, no.
Side ting was down this... Easy access. Easy access.
That's the problem.
Easy access?
That's the problem.
Bro.
It's like, yo, I could hit up my man, or... I can just get dick down the street.
Dick down the street. Like, do I want Taco Bell?
I don't.
Or do I want, like, an actual place that serves tacos?
Or do I want to go all the way to Mexico and get tacos?
Yeah, no.
By the way, the fucking tacos in Mexico, immaculate. There was a taco place across from our resort. We went there, like, every day. $1 tacos. Oh.
Wow.
Amazing.
I wish I was...
So delicious.
I wish I was there.
I wish everyone could have a taste of these tacos.
Yeah, I wish I
it was so great. I can't describe. Immaculate.
I wish you could describe them better.
If you, like, didn't go to Mexico, it would suck for you.
Anyway, that's been another episode of Fuck, I said the wrong fucking show title too. That's another episode of In Denial.
In Denial.
Where I'm in denial.
More In Denial. Another episode of Demon Hours, was it?
Demon Hours.
Demon Hours.
Demon Hours. Demon Time.
Demon Time. Are you okay, bro?
I want to go to Mexico so bad, bro.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. It's not your fault. I'll go another time. It's fine. I'm not hurting.
You're hurting.
All right. Catch you guys later. Love you.
Bye.
Thanks for the listen. You guys are great. Appreciate y'all.